Hey guys, Cian here. Hopefully you're having a fantastic morning or day, evening, wherever you are. Just hope you're choosing into making it amazing. So I'm going to continue talking a little bit about burning desires and sharing some of the things that are going on in my life. Crazy things. So pretty new to Florida still. I've been here about a month and in my little tiny house for about a week maybe. I think I moved here. It was a week Sunday that I've been here living in my little house. And I'm still new to the weather. It's crazy weather. You know, backing up a little bit. I was living in Northern California for about 6 years. I'm originally from California, born and raised in California. Went to school in Northern California, moved around a lot when I was a kid, experiencing different places, different friends. And my parents, probably about 20 years ago, they moved to very Northern California, like almost to Oregon. And when I decided to leave my marriage and move on with my life, I moved back home to California. And I liked it. There were a lot of things to do, like a lot of recreational things. Where I lived, it was, you know, close to camping, close to the mountains. We did a lot of gold mining, you know, the ability to camp, to dry camp, to fish, all kinds of fun things to get into. But the one thing that I really did not like was the smoke. And so I was really excited about moving away from wildfires that just go on pretty much from the end of June to July, all the way until it starts to rain in maybe October. Didn't really like the smoke. So being here in Florida, I don't experience the smoke anymore, but we have a lot of thunder and lightning storms. And we had another one yesterday, and what comes through my head is, oh no, a wildfire is going to start. Because that's like, when there's a thunder and lightning storm in California, usually strikes, that means when lightning hits a tree, it starts a fire on the forest ground. So right now, my parents just had to evacuate where they live. You know, we lived in a 5,000 square foot plus house, you know, raising Jack Russell Terriers. And I'm sitting in Florida, and my parents, who were in their 80s, had to evacuate. It was yesterday or the night before, and go to stay with my cousin. I was talking to my dad, and it's like 2 hours every day of walking and feeding the dogs. They have 2 Airstreams that they're living out of, and it's just crazy. But so yesterday, you know, I heard the thundering and could see the lightning striking. I walked outside and just like peeking my head out of my door, not even going outside, got soaking wet. It's like crazy Florida, these thunderstorms, and it's warm. It's like I could go stand out in the rain with my hands up and have a shower. It's really nice. But anyways, like, we are 3 hours ahead of my parents. So even right now, being that it's around 9 o'clock in the morning on Eastern Standard Time, I still don't know what's going on with the fires. And it's kind of nerve-wracking and scary. So we're definitely praying for that. But anyways, what I wanted to actually talk about was my desire. I had a desire to move to Florida, took the actions, and I got my butt here. And I'm super excited to be here. And I wanted to talk a little bit about myself. My name is Cianna, and like I was saying, I'm originally from Northern California. I'm a digital marketer. I've been in the digital marketing space for probably about 20 years. You know, I started when I was in school learning HTML, Java code, all the things that it takes to create a website. You know, my first website I built using HTML, and then I moved into WordPress, was a WordPress expert for quite a few years, and then I discovered funnels. I discovered funnels through ClickFunnels, and I was working with Russell Brunson, implementing all his strategies for years. I think I was with ClickFunnels for about 7 years, and I still am. I still use ClickFunnels for sure. And it's been such a learning experience regarding like great marketing strategies and ins and outs of what it takes to actually build a business. A lot of people think building a business is all about getting a business card, making a logo, doing your branding and your messaging. Doing your branding and your messaging and having those be on point so that you can like do lives, do attraction marketing, create your funnel, create your content is definitely 100% important. But having your LLC and your logo and all that stuff, you know, things that you can do once you start implementing the important things and start actually making money. I tell that to my clients, and I help them build their brand and their messaging. And so spending the last 6-7 years in ClickFunnels, last February, I actually joined the Two Comma Club, Russell Brunson's Two Comma Club through ClickFunnels. I got certified in ClickFunnels with building lead magnets, and I love building lead magnets for people as a freelancer. And it's got to me by for a lot of years, and I've worked really, really hard spinning my wheels, creating my own programs, taking my education, taking my experience, taking my knowledge, and building courses. Building courses, super excited. And then when it came to launching my course, because I didn't have like a huge following and people maybe couldn't afford to have the 97 plus membership at ClickFunnels, I got a lot of crickets. I did a lot of work, had a lot of fun, got a lot of crickets, and didn't make a lot of money. So about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, when I was still in California, a friend of mine invited me to a webinar, and I went into this webinar with the intention of building my own webinar. It's been a goal of mine to build a webinar so that I can sell my product, sell my membership on how to create a lead magnet booking discovery call system, which is really, really important, especially if you're like a coach or a consultant. So I snuck onto this webinar. I felt like I was sneaking because I was like writing notes and getting ideas for my own thing. And what I discovered is that this system that she was talking about is amazing. With the system, I didn't have to recreate all the content, because when I went into the webinar, I was thinking, okay, I'm doing lead magnets, teaching done for you system to create a lead magnet, to create a workflow, create your email, create your free offer. And then I wanted to build a total marketing system and teach how to do social media, how to do branding, how to do AI, all the things. And I realized this program that she was talking about on this webinar, and there was a lot of people on this webinar, was something that I could choose into, buy into, make it my own, and sell and promote without having to do all the back end work. And I could put my system into a free funnel system, free automation system, where I could set my funnel up, set my emails up, set my broadcast up, my newsletter up. Really simple, even though I already knew how to do it, following simple directions. And I'm like, why do I have to take my clients through something when I already have access to this thing? It was a no-brainer. I'm like, okay, get out the credit card, here we go. And it's been super exciting. Within, like the first couple weeks that I was in, really didn't do anything. I was busy packing, busy, taking my stuff to a garage sale, just getting rid of the stuff I didn't want anymore in my life. That included a lot of like notebooks from conferences. I've been doing personal development for years. So it's like I had all these notebooks, binders, notes that I was like, I don't want these anymore. If I'm meant to keep this information, it's going to come back to me. I'm going to release it. And the things that I need to have in my mindset, in my life, are going to come back to me. And I just toss everything, most everything, except for like the important things, like photos and a few things that I want to keep and come back for. And they're sitting in my parents' barn, and there's a fire about 4 or 5 miles away from them. Who knows if my stuff will even be there, but hopefully it will. Hopefully the firemen that are working day and night on this fire will win the fight with the fire. It will be put out, and my parents will return home, and everything will be safe and go back to normal. But anyway, so I didn't really start working on this business until I got to Florida. Actually, it's only been like a couple weeks that I've been working on this business. And right away, I was able to sell my first product, help my first person, help my first friend to get into this business. Both her and her husband work full time. They work a lot of hours, actually. But they have the time to put a couple hours a day into this business. They're excited about this business. They're both smart about business, so they already kind of have an idea. They already love, using social media to, share what's going on with their life, share things that they love. So it's just like they're a perfect fit for this business. No, they're not techie. I worked with this gal quite a few years ago and built her a website, and definitely not techie. Her husband is techie, yes. But I was able to get my money back in, I'm gonna say a couple weeks, even though I had joined about a month and a half ago, but I didn't do anything with this business. So I'm super excited, and I just want to ask you if you have a business, and also what is important in your business. Like, I say this coming from 2 different camps that I've experienced. Being in a business where you're just being productive all the time It's like you're doing. It's kind of like showing up for a job. You clock in and you get paid. When you have a business, you get up. I do my personal development, spend a couple hours doing my personal development, doing some exercise, doing all the things to make me healthy. And then I go to my desk, log into my computer, and I start working. I can be sitting at my desk and I don't get paid. If I don't make a sale, if I don't sell my product, if I don't have people join my course or whatever, or I don't like have a client on Upwork, I'm not gonna get paid. I can sit and move my mouse and tap on my keys all day long, being productive, but that doesn't equal a paycheck. But implementing the things that I'm learning in the system to work a 2-hour workday and being productive, putting all of the things that are busy work aside and just focusing on the money generating activities is changing my life. And I'm learning how to take 2-hour work days times 2 or 3. I know the things that I need to do in my digital marketing business, and I can do those in a 2-hour block. I can get that done and be done. And then it's like if I decide I want to do work on Upwork, I can break that into a 2-hour work day. Or if I want to be working on producing my course, I can break that up into a 2-hour work day. It's like this 2-hour workday that I've learned in the last couple weeks is amazing. It is changing my life. And I'm producing. This is like I'm getting the confidence to come here live on TikTok, which this is my second live. Yeah, I've done lives before on Facebook, quite a bit of lives in the past, but coming here on TikTok and making that a goal, making that a desire really makes me feel good about myself. It's like I made a goal and I'm doing it, and it builds confidence. I remember in April or March, I was in Idaho and Russell Brunson was speaking from the stage, and he said one of the biggest things to build confidence is having a goal, or saying you're going to do something, having a desire, getting it done. So simple. We take all these classes and courses and mantras and workshops on building confidence, but he broke it down super simply. Keeping your word to yourself creates confidence. So I want to ask you, in your business, either one, you don't have a business and you're looking for side hustle, a way to create money and something to do, because maybe you're like me, a empty nester, single mom, and you have time and energy and you want to step into something new when it comes to having more freedom in your life. Maybe you're working and you don't have enough retirement and you're trying to put something into place so that you can retire. I was on a call last night and I think she said her financial advisor said you have to have $500,000 savings as a cushion to retire. It's a lot of money. $500,000 in your retirement, especially if you don't have like a pension or some type of like retirement or pension or 401k or some type of thing where you're saving money for retirement. That's scary. Anyway, so number 2 is, do you have a business? Are you being productive in your business? If you have a business and you don't have an automated system, and if you don't have an email list, or you're moving forward and building an automated system and building an email list, the truth is you don't have a business. You can have your business card, you can have your LLC, and maybe you're making money without those things, but even if you're making money without those things, putting those things into your business will probably 10x your business. So comment below. I would like to know if you're, number 1, you're looking for a way to create a business and passive income so that you can have more freedom in your life. Number 2 is you have a business, but you don't have an automated system or an email list. Or number 3, you have an amazing, awesome business where you've set up your automation. You have an email list that you're like building every day, and you're productive and you're creating money in your business. So 1, 2, 3. Please just comment below what it is, where you're at, and I will see you on the next live. Have an amazing day. And